Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen, in the Preheat kitchen with me Yasmin and my fantastic videographer Karima.
Hello.
So today we are gonna do a peach cake. It's a caramelized type of upside down peach cake. A very simple, made with yogurt, so it's light and nice and fluffy. And it's based on a recipe by Cynthia Chan McTernan, and it's super light, very easy to do. We're gonna start with having 6 tablespoons of sugar in a pan with 3 tablespoons of water, and we're gonna caramelize this before we start with our ingredients. So we're gonna add to our 6 tablespoons of sugar, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of water, and we're just gonna leave this to caramelize. It reaches a nice amber color. You have to keep on checking on this because sugar burns very quickly. I'm gonna head back to my workstation. Okay, so we need a 10-inch cake tin. We need to line the bottom, so I actually put an extra spray of non-stick spray. We need 3 big nectarines or peaches. I used about 4 or 5 because they were smaller. We want them in a nice single layer. Oops. At the bottom of our tin, like this. And that is a cake that we actually felt became better the next day. So the flavors develop really nicely. Now the next step is, I'm actually going to prepare my dry ingredients. So we need a cup and a half of plain flour. And we're going to just sift everything immediately into our bowl. So 1 and a half. Now for this recipe we're going to use both baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. So I'm just going to quickly sift these through.
It's snowing.
So we need half a teaspoon baking powder, then half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and we need a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of my beautiful, delicious pumpkin spice mix. So I'm just gonna whisk these together. I'm gonna set them aside while we cream our, what do we cream, Karima?
Butter and sugar.
Bravo! Okay. Actually, we need to prepare something before, which is our yogurt and milk. So we need 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna add to this some milk. We need 1/4 of a cup of milk, yeah. And I'm gonna add my vanilla here.
Careful while you cut.
Yeah. Karima, do not do this. Okay, let Mama do it.
Okay. If I ever need vanilla, I'll just call you.
Yeah, just call me. Okay. And then what I actually do with these pods, it's something that Karima didn't really quite understand at the beginning, but I just put them in a Tupperware with some sugar, and then you end up with nice flavored vanilla sugar, and you don't feel really bad about wasting the pods. Okay, so now we have our yogurt. We have some chopped fruits to add into the cake. We have our mixture of flour and dry ingredients. What we're gonna do next is we need our sugar, which is 3/4 of sugar here, and vanilla sugar, which smells absolutely delicious. And to it, I'm gonna add 85 grams of softened butter. Okay. And I'm gonna cream these until they are nice and light and fluffy. And then I'm gonna add the eggs. I'm gonna scrape the sides. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go quickly check on the sugar. Okay, it's still clear, it's getting there. You can, the edges are, I can almost smell a bit of caramelized. Can you smell it, Karima?
Yeah, I can.
So we really have to watch out now. Okay guys, so actually, I'm gonna bring this here, and if you can see the the sugar has caramelized. I'm gonna take it off the heat, and since this is a heavy bottom pan that has residual heat, معناتها it keeps on heating even after we take it from the heat. So you have to be careful about that. And what I discovered the first time I did this cake is that since the fruits are very cold and this is really hot, if you pour it, it will solidify immediately where you put it. So for that reason, you have to really drizzle it very quickly. So Karima, try to...
But carefully, of course.
Yeah. No, actually, أنا لأنه okay. شفتي كيف؟ Just gonna grab a spatula. This is boiling hot, guys, by the way. Right? Halla, the thing is, now you might feel that it has, look, it's like it solidifies, but a bit later the fruits are gonna release their juices and it will cover almost all of the bottom of the pan, so no worries, okay? Let's go. It's quite hot, so I'm just gonna put it on the towel, and then, so now you can see how my butter and sugar have turned a nice light color. I'm gonna add the eggs one at a time, beat them in, and then very gently and carefully add the flour. Okay, so the eggs are incorporated. What we do next is we add half of the flour mixture.
The dry ingredient.
Yeah, exactly, the dry ingredients. We mix like barely until it's combined, barely. And the author says that even if you have streaks of flour, it doesn't matter. We don't want a dense batter, it's such a light cake. Okay. And now we add the yogurt and the milk mixture. Okay.
I can't wait to have it, yeah.
It's gonna be really delicious, and it's a cake that really stays, يعني بكرة, tomorrow it will even be tastier. So that is our beautiful yogurt. So I'm gonna give this a nice mix, and now we add the rest of the flour and our fruits. Okay.
مرة سيبنا شوي.
That لحظة بدك تنطيني نجيب spatula.
Okay.
Okay guys, so look at that delicious looking batter. Honestly, it smells so good. Just gonna place it on top of our caramelized. They're not really caramelized, it's the peaches with the caramel. It's gonna be so good. It smells so fresh.
It smells very sweet. It's like a very nice and sweet.
Summer. My stone fruits remind us of holidays. Usually we eat them in summer. So that is our batter. Oopsie, sorry. And I'm just gonna gently spread it like this. And that is it. So we're gonna bake this cake at a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes until it's light golden at the top, springy to the touch, and you can insert a skewer and test. Okay, Talia, we're gonna invert the cake on the plate. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the table. Okay. Let's see now how it looks like. Are you ready?
Oh my goodness.
Looks delicious, right?